Hey YouTube, so I just want to make a quick video to help you guys out with something that I've seen a lot of people struggle with, picking a topic or a niche to start a blog on. So I'm going to quickly give you a step-by-step guide how you can go out there and create a blog post that is not only a topic that you're interested in, but a topic that you like to write about long term and has profitable and is able to be profitable. There's some certain things you have to look for, looking for a profitable niche. Now, I'm also going to let you know I'm going to have another video that kind of fits together with this video coming soon. So it's going to be about keywords and keyword research and stuff to find topics in your niche to write about. So I'm going to share with you in the next video. But further on, I'm going to show you guys how to figure out niches that you want. Like what sort of niche you want in your blog, like a topic or niche. It's both the same thing. So I just want to share with you some quick tips. Not quick tips, but a step-by-step method that you can go out there and create. And go out there right now to get an idea of what you want to write about. What blog type, what niche. I also am going to be leaving a guide down below that shows you niches and some niche ideas, 200 niche ideas, things over that. I think it's like 220, 230, something like that. And it also gives you examples of profitable blogs that are running right now. I've put there's at least 20 of them in there, 20, 25 blogs that are successful right now that you could model, and yeah, you could go out there and do the same thing. So I'm gonna leave the link below for that. It's a free download, and I'm going to share it with you guys at the end of this video. Also, I'm going to show you what's inside of it. It's nothing complex. It's just showing you some blogs and niche ideas that you guys could use. So the first thing is myths and self-belief. People seem to struggle with this one. Like, people think either you don't have enough knowledge for the niche, like enough experience or knowledge in the topic that you want to write about, which is false. Afraid to waste time and money in niche you don't like. So this could be easily something that a lot of people struggle with, even myself. Like, you don't want to go into a niche and then end up not liking it and just bailing on it and wasting time and money in that niche you don't liking. So how do you avoid that? Well, you simply just make sure you go into something that isn't focused all on money. That's one way to, don't focus purely on the money, but there has to be profit there. There has to be money involved if you want to create a career out of blogging. Just remember that. It's not all about the money, but there has to be some sort of profitability in your niche or topic that you're choosing. Have to pick the perfect niche that hasn't got a lot of competition. Now, you don't have to be in a niche that has no competition. You don't want that. You want competition. Competition is a good thing. That's how you know there's profit, there's money to be made in that niche. If you go into a niche that has no competition and you think you've hit the jackpot, then that's either you got lucky, extremely lucky, which I would say you probably haven't, but you're probably just getting in a niche that doesn't have any money to be made, or there's no there's no way to make money from the blog. And if there is competition, I need to stay away. That's something that you shouldn't listen to either. Competition, like I said, is a good thing. If there's no competition, then there's no money to be made. If there's competition, then there is money to be made. Now, this is something that I've also noticed a lot of people struggle with, is the niche has to be original. That is false belief once again. There's a lot of niches out there that are completely original but are successful, and you'll see that in my list. There's a lot of niches that are still getting successful in the health market, in the wealth market, but there's a strategy to do it correctly, and I'm going to share that with you, how to get the niche, even if the original topic, even if it's something that's already common, known, or whatever. It's still possible to make money in that niche, and I'm going to share with you how. So, picking a blog niche. Now, when you go out there picking a niche, it can be can be something a lot of people get stuck up with. A lot of people get stuck in this area where they just think they need to come up there and pick the perfect niche. Passions can be developed over time. Like this book that I've read, it talks about how you're not passionate about everything. Like passions are created, are developed over time, over experience. Sometimes you have to spend a bit of time and experience in a niche to grow a passion for it. Many people are like that, and I'm the same like that too. It's something that if I get into something, I have to try to go out there and take action in the niche to figure out if it leads to something that I'm passionate about. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That doesn't matter. You just go out there and pick another niche. It does not matter. Don't get stuck on that point. If you have an interest in it, most likely you could build a passion around it, which a lot of people do and a lot of people don't. It's just how it is. Don't have to be highly profitable niches. Like once again, I said to you, don't have to be in a highly profitable niches to make money. Weird niches out there make money. It doesn't matter. It's truly just something that a lot of people that's one big mistake people make. They jump into a niche just because it's highly profitable, and then they end up not liking their niche. You have to understand that if you're going to do a blog, you have to dedicate your time to writing blog posts and doing the research on it. If you have to do some research on certain topics, so you have to understand that long-term focus. If you focus purely on the money, long term you might sort of lose interest and drop off, and you won't bother trying to continue. Like a lot of people lose a drive very quickly if you don't end up having any true reason to write about that niche. If there's something you don't, but all for it. If you like, if there's a profitable niche that you like and you're interested in writing about, go for it. I'm not saying you don't have to. Not saying you don't. I'm not saying you shouldn't go out there and write it into highly profitable niches or whatever. It's still money being made, and if you have interest in that niche, then sure, go for it. Now, one step I take that a lot of people seem to think this is very basic. Well, this is a simple step of just writing out a list of interests you might have. This might seem interesting and simple when you first think of it, but it really is something that you should be doing. You should write out the list of interests you have right now. And then when you got that list of interests, it can be anything, real broad. It doesn't have to be anything specific, just broad. Keep it broad when you first start out. And this is another topic, another way to come up with something. Think about something you've already talked about a lot. Do you ever talk about something a lot with people that they just simply don't have any interest in? Could be just your family members, people, your friends, doesn't matter, whoever you talk to. Is there something you talk about a lot that they just simply get sick of listening and you bring it up all the time? Well, then you might have an interest, that might be a niche that you could write about. 100%, that's something that I experienced, marketing area. The marketing kind of side of business is something that I'm passionate in, interested in, and it's something that I bring up quite a lot with my family, and they simply get sick of it. They get sick of hearing it. So, and I've also, like I said, I've got a list of niches. Maybe you find something you have interested in. I'm going to leave the link below for that. But yeah, I'm sure you'll find something that you could find something in the list, or you could end up brainstorming your own ideas from just looking at my list. So feel free to go and download it and take a look, and I'm sure you'll get your brainstorm going. You'll get your ideas flowing, and you understand why there's so many niches to choose from. So don't think there isn't profitable niches out there. There's plenty of them. Just go for it, like I said. Alright, so I'm just going to the next one. Now, if you have a niche, right? You want to go out there, and there's three. Key here is niche down further. You can't start a blog on just health. That's way too broad. You simply won't be, you won't get profitable. You can't be writing about a broad topic. It's way too broad. As there's like there's a saying, like there's bloody waters and stuff. Like once there's a lot of people in the health area just writing about the health, broad area of health, then you will have struggle, because there's already a lot of people trying to feed off the same market, the broad topic of health. I'm not saying that that isn't profitable, but you have to go niche down further to find your area, your niche to write in. So there's three main niches that I know of. There's health, and then there's wealth, and there's relationships. Those are the three core niches that everything else is under. This is where the most profitable niches are. Well, not the most profitable, but this is where the profit is. In health, wealth, relationships, because they all solve a problem. And that's what you want to write in your blog. That's something that you should be focused on when you're creating a blog. Does it solve a problem? Does it help the reader in some way? Is there money involved? Is it are people willing to buy in that? That's how I look at it. So when you want to niche down, the three core niches always start with health, wealth, relationship. Those are three core niches that you focus on. That comes together with everything. Everything in general starts with at least those three niches, the profitable ones. That's where the money is. So I'm going to give you. So instead of just going for a blog that is about health, you want to look at something a bit more specific, like I said. So example is health. Starts with health. Nutrition. Eats to a healthy gut. That's an example of a niche. Health and anxiety. How to get over anxiety as a teenager. See how I broadened it down just by adding a teenager there? See how I went from broad to a niche like that quickly. How to get over anxiety as a teenager. Simple just right there, that gives you something to write about. And people will know when they go onto your page, they'll know what your blog is about. And they'll come back. So that's something that you have to focus on. When you pick a niche, you have to go into it. You can't switch up your niche one week and then change it the next week. People will come back and think, I thought this niche was about anxiety for a teenager. How to get over anxiety for a teenager. Now all of a sudden it's about how to eat a healthy gut. You have to stick with the same niche. I mean, you don't have to stick with the same niche, but when you're writing a blog, you want to have it very specific. You don't want to be writing about multiple interests, multiple subjects in the one blog. If you want to, but yeah, that's an example. Another one is health, wealth, personal finance, how to become debt-free, wealth, marketing, affiliate marketing for beginners. So I just listed out a few more examples for you guys to just get the perspective of how to do it. I'm also going to give you some charts here to show you a bit more understanding of it. So as you can see, this is an example of the chart. The three core markets: wealth, health, relationships, and then it stems off to all these. So, and then you got curve your spot in the market ecosystem. So 3 core markets, sub-market, and then your niche. So that's just an example how, hope you understand how it works. You're simply just going down and niching down to a point where it's not broad, it's a specific topic that you will write in, that your blog will be about. So step 3, figuring out if your chosen niche is profitable. Does your blog niche solve a problem or need? So think about it. Think of does your topic already solve a problem or a need that people are willing to pay for? You have to do the research on this. Going out there and just doing the research, figuring out if there is already a need or if there's a problem that you can solve with your blog. This could be simple as just solving someone's problem. Let's say they have a painful, let's say it could be anything really. Let's say you have a painful, you're in pain or something, or your wrist is in pain. Is there a blog out there can tell me what can I do to get rid of this pain, or is there something that I can do to fix the pain? It's just something like that. It could be anything really, any pain points that people might have. You can do the research and figure out what other blogs are in your topic if they're writing about the same sort of things. Like you could just do research on the on your niche to see if there is problems that are being solved and see what your competition is writing about. But if you know your niche already, you might already know the pain points people might have. Like I said, what is your competition doing? See what your competition is doing. What are they selling? Are they selling affiliate products? Are they doing like sponsorships, ads, something like that? Are they selling their own products? Are they selling courses? That's just a lot of ideas that you can come up with to figure out if the niche is profitable. Like what do they do? You just have to look at what your competition is doing. If they're selling things and they've been running for a while, like they're getting people to their website, then they're obviously doing something correct. They're obviously making money. Are there people willing to pay? Is there something to sell that solves a problem? Is it a buying audience? So is the audience, are they a buying audience? Is there something to be sold? Is there something that is selling? Like it could be something like, it could be something to do with, it could be physical products, it could be courses, affiliate programs, it could be anything. Anything you think of, try to figure out if they're actually selling something on their blog. And that's how you can figure out if the niche is worth getting into. If there's something being sold, then there's obviously a problem being solved. And that's when you got a good idea that you should go jump in that niche. Because if your competition is selling something, then there's profitability in that niche. Now, there's another way to figure out if your niche is trending up or down. So I've just done a simple search on here. So I've just done a simple like anxiety. And this is only United States, anxiety search term. This is on Google Trends. I'll leave a link for this below also, unless you can just type into Google Trends and you'll find this. And then you just type it in here. So as you can see, it's pretty flat line. So there's always like, as you can tell, this is like obviously a niche that's going up in long term. This is only 12 months, but as you can see, it is like pretty flat line. So there's also always, this just tells me there's obviously like a lot of people searching about this. As you can see, it's very high search volume. So there's 100%, there is people searching, so there's people interested in this, and it solves a problem. Anxiety is a big issue with a lot of people. Anxiety is way bigger than a lot of people actually realize. So this niche has always got problems that need to be solved. So people are always looking at things like, for example, in anxiety niche, people are looking at ways to like get out of their own head and how to like relax, how to sleep, how to get over the anxiety of like one example could be just like social anxiety. That's just one of the niches in when it comes to anxiety. Like people have social anxieties, they're stressed about like their exams, stuff like that. There's like plenty of areas that people are looking to solve problems, people have problems that looking to get them solved, and you could do that. So at the end of the day, you don't want to waste too much time overthinking every little decision you make. End up not taking any action at all. Like if you go out there and just pick a niche and you do the research, you figure out there is profitability in this area. A lot of people seem to waste way too much time figuring out if they want to get into it, and they end up not taking any action at all. So I'm telling you right now, if you want to get out there, just do the research. Make sure that, like I've said in the list, make sure there is like competition. Make sure there's people that are buying. Make sure the trend is trending. Like it's at least going. The trend is like it's some sort of like trend there that people are searching it. It's not going down. You want to look something that's going up or keeping it steady. And yeah, so you're looking for something just steady. And I hope you guys understand. Just remember that the real competition is the person that you look at each day. It's not the people that your competition is truly yourself. Don't let anything hold you back. So just go out there and follow the example, follow what I've just taught you, and you will find a profitable niche. There's plenty of niches. I'm going to leave you the link below of all the niches examples that you can go out there and do research for right now, and you can have a blog writing real quick. But I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and keep an eye out for the next video. The next video is going to be about keyword research, and it's going to be showing you how to go out there and find keywords that you can write about, like topics that you can write about in your niche, and how to do this. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. And if you, like I said again, there's links below if you want to get the download for the niche ideas. I'm going to show you real quick. So here's just an example of it. So it just gives you like blogs that are already successful. Some blogs already successful. I think there's like 25 of them that I've just put there. And then I've just put some niche ideas here that you guys can go out there and do research on and figure out if you guys want to get into it. There's plenty of them. And I hope this helped you out. And if you are looking for the ideas, like I said below, and thanks for watching.